Assalamualaikum and good greetings. So in this video I will not be doing any reaction to any specific video, rather I will be in a way reacting to a comment made towards myself yesterday, right? So I'll show the comment down here perhaps, and I'll read, right? Maaf ya. Okay, the comment is in Malay language. So I will translate it into English in case anyone's watching this do not understand Malay, so that you get the context, right? Maaf ya, I'm sorry. Cara anda hendak memberi pendapat atau pandangan kosong, right? The way you give out your opinion or perspective empty, right? I think that's the closest that I can translate it to, right? So your opinion, the way you give your opinion, the way you give your perspective, it's just empty, right? Anda tidak bersedia, you are not ready, you are not well prepared. Banyak berulang-ulang dan tidak lancar. It's keep on being repetitive and not fluent enough. Not what is not lancar? Yeah, the flow is like I'm talking right now, right? It's like it's not fluent, it's not fluid. I'm not sure what's the right word. Right, so when I read this message, this comment, right, as a normal human being, right, the first impulse like someone smack you and like what, but this very comment actually reminded me of one event that took place more than 10 years ago. It's around 2008 or something, 2008, roughly around that time, when I got something that have the same impact on me, if not more, right, back then. So just hopefully you are okay if I would tell that story. Basically back then I already start to get involved with conducting halaqah, right, conducting usrah. If you do not know or are not familiar with what that is, it is something like, if you know, a Bible study group, or certain churches have their youth minister or something that conduct activities for the youth, etc. Right, so it's something like that, right? So when I conduct like Quran study group, something like that, on a weekly basis with the youth, right? So we call it halaqah or usrah, and I have been conducting that halaqah weekly for like more than half a year. And in one meeting, because I was conducting that halaqah in one of the preparation center for those students that in their preparation to go to study abroad, right, to get their bachelor degree overseas, right? So there are foundation centers there. So I conducted usrah or halaqah there. And not only I conduct one of the halaqah, I am also the mas'ul or the responsible person to oversee the several halaqah that is going on, right? So I go to the meeting, and in the meeting the person in charge of the whole district, you can say, asked me, right, oh, you are in charge in this preparation center, right? Yes, I do. Can you check one thing for me? Apparently someone from other state that have his son in that preparation center complain about something, right? So he complained to his father, and his father relayed that complaint to the person in charge in that district, and then he relayed it to me because I'm the person in charge of that preparation center. So he said, okay, can you check this? There's one student there in the place that you're in charge of complain that the nakib, the person in charge or the responsible person, the mentor of the group, right, is such a lousy mentor, right? He's meaning he's conducting the weekly gathering, you know, so it's such a boring, it's not productive. The kid rarely learn anything, something like that, along that line, right? It's hard to translate because the conversation is in Malay. So naturally my response, because internally I think, oh my goodness, is that happening in the place that I'm in charge of? That is terrible, right? I should take care of this, right? So okay, I said, please give me the details so that I can look into it, right? So because as a person responsible, I have to make sure that every mentor know how to deal with their mentee, right? And when he mentioned the name of the student, it was my own student, not my own mentee, basically, right? So he is one of those under my group, meaning that the complaint is about me, right? When he say his mentor is such a lousy mentor, blah blah blah, he's talking about me, right? And of course, as a person who have, I don't know, ego or something, or maybe naturally as a person, I pretend that what suddenly happened inside is not happening, and I just reply, okay, thank you for the information. I will get this data, the detail, and I will look into it. I will check what is the actual case, right? But internally it's like sudden, I don't know how you feel, how to express the feeling that you have when you heard that someone under your care is complaining about how lousy you are from another person, right? Because he did not directly complain to me, he just complained to his father. He specifically mentioned that, please can he have a change of mentor, right? Or nakib. Right, so that event that took place more than 10 years ago, I still remember it very clearly until now. Why? Because it happened to be one of those significant moment or event in your life, right? For me, right? Because that changes everything, meaning that from that point onwards, I look at how to prepare for my halaqah, etc., in a totally different way. Of course, there are several events that took place also in that time, and alhamdulillah, by the qadar of Allah, those things take place, and I think I learned a lot in those short period of time, and changes my approach totally from before, right? But yeah, this comment that I just received yesterday is somewhat in the same category, I guess, in the sense that maybe this is a way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanting to give me a hint that I should rethink what I'm doing and should think on how to improve. Because as he said, the comments that I made, the you know, the things that I share is just empty and not prepared. Perhaps just like this video is half baked, because when I just feel something that I just want to share, and that's the only moment of several minutes that I have before I got occupied back again with work, I just take the opportunity and just, you know, whatever I can. Yeah, so this just bring my mind to think of what possible way for me to improve further, so that people that watch any of my videos will not feel that it is a waste of time. And to me, feeling is one thing, but actually is another thing, right? If it actually is a waste of time to others, honestly, I that is not my wish, that is not my hope, that is not my aspiration, that's not my goal, right? My goal is hopefully it is of benefit to others, because that is where I can reap the reward, inshallah, in the hereafter, right? But of course, again, I have to say this as well. In the curve of learning and improving yourself, including how you talk, the fluency of your speech, the train of thoughts, etc., it has to come with practice. And from early 2020, now it's a bit more of 1 year, when I decided 1 year ago that I want to embark on this journey. I want to improve on my delivery, speech, train of thoughts, etc. This is one way of achieving that, right? Just post every day or almost every day, even though the content is still lousy at that point. That is necessary step to get better and better and better, inshallah, right? So you cannot have suddenly get to the final product without going through the process. But anyway, when I received this message, this comment, I straight away reply, and I'll just read the reply, just so that you know it's not just I stay quiet, and my reply is not to say what his comment is not correct, right? But it's just how I see it when I first read the comment. Now, so that was the reply. Oh, okay, faham. Oh, okay, I understood. Memang buat masa ni saya tak mempunyai masa untuk buat persediaan untuk memberi pandangan berkenaan apa-apa topik lagi. Yeah, for now, at the moment, I still do not have the ample time to actually make preparation to give my opinion on any given topic yet. Sebab itu baru ada beberapa video saja bersifat diberikan. Because of that, there's only very few videos in that nature so far that I have produced. I'll translate straight away. For the time being, with the limited time that I have, that's why I focus on a reaction video where it is a spontaneous reaction to what I see. And true what you said about me not being prepared, because I am not prepared when I do any reaction videos, because that will be the first time I hear or I listen to whatever the video or the person behind the video are saying, right? So it is basically spontaneous reaction, right? So it's not prepared, obviously, and hence many times I do notice many times after I record the video, I produce and I upload, only my mind starting, why didn't I mention that or discuss it in this way, etc. It is afterthought, right? Because spontaneously many of those things are still at the back of my mind, but I guess that is also how I improve over time, right? So that the thoughts that come much later, after the practice, it can come up almost immediately, hopefully in the future. Anyway, kerana itu saya tak buat okay, because of that, okay, because I do not even know what the video will be talking about, that's why I'm not prepared. Hence, so if you look at any of my reaction video, that is the nature, including those about the miraculous, so-called miraculous, unscientific verses in the Quran or scientific mistake in the Quran, etc. I've react to those videos, and of course I know it is best if I have enough preparation to rebut all those points. But again, my title of the video, I thought people would understand it's just a reaction video, so I watch it for the first time and I react on the spot, right? And hence those videos. It is not a refute video or response video, etc. because it's not the proper response. It's just immediately, impulsively my reaction. Anyway, cita-cita untuk buat video. Okay, my ambition to produce video that is more well thought of is there actually, right? I hope to produce video that is having more impact. So it should be more how to say, structured, right? I do have that ambition, but unfortunately I do not have the time yet to produce such product, such content. Apa pun, terima kasih. Okay, anyway, regardless, thank you very much for your feedback. I do appreciate it. For the kind of video that I do actually make preparation beforehand, you can take a look at this playlist. So I give that playlist. Mungkin sekiranya okay, if you think for those videos there are still things that can be improved, of course there would be. Please do give your feedback as well, right? So I put that playlist. That is all the recording video of me delivering a topic, right? So normally when I deliver a topic, I make a slideshow. So in the slideshow, in preparing for the slideshow, it is more structured, it's more well thought of. So I try to put out a narrative and then present it. So normally those kind of video are, if you are seeking for those kind of video, that is where you go, instead of the reaction video, because the reaction video is not a well thought of video. It's more on, I just want to watch a video, and why not, I'll just react at the same time and record and make it a content. Right, so that was my comment back to him. Of course, if any of you are interested on that kind of video, unfortunately 90% of those are in Malay so far, right? So hopefully in the future I can make there are a lot of topics that I, based on some comments that I have received on my channel, I want to talk about. For example, there are people that keep mentioning about the age of Aisha. I hope I will have the time to make a proper video about that, about certain verses of the Quran, about basically many misconceptions that people have. What else? So there are topics like that I really hope I will have the time in the future, in the near future hopefully, to really make a proper video on those topics, especially if someone can benefit of that in terms of understanding it better. Alright, anyway, so that is it. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. In my life, I have learned that constructive comments tend to benefit you the most if you embrace it with an open arm, right? Is that a proper phrase? Meaning that we have to learn to enjoy constructive criticism, right? Meaning that feedbacks that right. I have learned a lot from my experience, back 10 years ago, about how to conduct halaqah properly, etc., based on those kind of feedback. That meaning it shaped my world, right? I cannot be, content just wing it by in conducting halaqah. I have to be prepared, and this is where to prepare, blah blah blah, right? So I have learned a lot, I have benefited a lot, and hopefully by me benefiting a lot and improve myself, those who are under my mentorship also benefit a lot compared to before, right? So that is the aim, and hopefully this will be similar, have similar impact on me, and hopefully my future video will be better. I'm not sure if this video is better anyway, because I don't know, some people say scatterbrain or something, meaning you have a lot of things to say, but from here to here, going out is always a problem. But I think hopefully, inshallah, over time I will improve. I think I shouldn't prolong this video any longer. Thank you for watching. See you next time.